What's good, YouTube? Hope you're doing good, moving good, feeling good, living good, waking up good, and making good decisions. It's your boy Ree, and you watching Ree TV. And I know it's been a while. I know it's been a minute, but today is January 26th, 2025, Sunday. And I don't know, I was just thinking about making this video because I know that I posted a lot of content about, CDL, trucking, and Pepsi and all that. So, I think by now I've been at Pepsi for like 7 going on 8 months. And it's been cool. You feel me? It's been cool. It's been straight. People always ask me about it. They ask me what I like about it, what I dislike about it, and all that. So, if you wondering if you should join Pepsi, then you clicked the right video. Let me just start off by saying this, man. Pepsi is not for lazy people. If you lazy, just go ahead and apply somewhere else, bro. I'm gonna let you know that right now. Go ahead and apply somewhere else, bro, because it's not for lazy people. You can try to be lazy, but they gonna eventually figure out, you feel me, that you ain't doing your job, and either one, they gonna just get you up. Yeah, they just gonna get you up out of there, or two, you feel me, they gonna just drop your hours. They gonna just drop your hours, But really, they be doing that anyway, but we gonna get into that. So, one, if you lazy, you should not work for Pepsi. You shouldn't. Pepsi is a very fast-paced job. It's a very strenuous job. You constantly have orders, like every day it feels like 5 pallets, 6 pallets, 8, 13 pallets, and that's at one store. Then your next store that you go to, you got 5 pallets here. Your third store you go to, you got 3 here. You got 2 at your last one. Like, the way that it operates, it's just, bro, you got to keep moving. You got to keep moving because you got to get all this stuff done your first day, okay? So that's just, number uno. So you can't be lazy and work for Pepsi for sure. To be honest, another thing, should you work for Pepsi? If you like to drive, you should work for Pepsi. If you don't like to drive, you should not work for Pepsi. And I'm talking about being a merchandiser. You feel me? In a merchandiser position, you drive your own whip to every store. It's not no company vehicle. Like, it's not no driver that you meet up with and y'all carpool from store to store. Like, no, it's you. You're gonna be doing a lot of driving, and it's not always local. They might send you an hour away, an hour and a half away, 2 hours away. And might I add that your first store, the drive time is not accounted for. Meaning, if you have to drive an hour and a half away, your day starts when you arrive there, not on your drive towards there. You feel me? My bad, I'm shaking the table. But yeah. So you gotta like to drive. You gotta be a good driver. You gotta be a responsible driver. Feel me? You gotta keep gas in your car. You gotta make sure you ain't getting no accidents. You gotta schedule your drive time accordingly so you can get to stores in a timely fashion. Don't be getting no speeding tickets, none of that, you feel me? You gotta be reliable, a reliable driver. And if you got a problem with driving an hour or driving just all day in general, then again, you should not work for Pepsi. You feel me? lately they've been scheduling your boy ways away. This entire work week, I'm about to be driving at least an hour to and from my stores for sure. Sorry, y'all, it's getting a little late, but I wanted to get this video out. But yeah, they've been sending your boy. Yes, they have been sending me just every which while. You feel me? I live in Michigan, and they've been sending me like all over Michigan. You feel me? That's not where I stay. I don't know if it's just I'm being outbidded on my routes or something, or are they trying to like, you know, find me hours and whatnot. But they definitely have been scheduling me. I've been scattered across the map here lately, and it's cool though. I'm not really complaining because I actually like to drive. Hence, I got my CDL. You feel me? So I'm not really tripping. But if that's something that you would trip about, then you might want to look for somewhere else. You feel me? Just being honest. But yeah, I don't really trip about the drive, bro. You know, I embrace this stuff, man. I embrace it, you know. I'm built for this. And that's how that's the mentality you gotta have when you work jobs that, you know, another thing, the supervisors ain't on your back. So when you work jobs like this, where it's not like, you're not always being monitored, you're not always being supervised. They send you to a store and you by yourself and you gotta get that done. You gotta get the job done, you know, on your own. You gotta be self-driven working here, self-motivated working here. You feel me? You can't rely on other people's energy. You can't rely on affirmations to, you know, keep your confidence high and get some sort of consistency out of you. That got to be just within you. You know, you just got to know every day to wake up early enough, get yourself ready, be on time, work fast. You can't only work fast when you got your sales rep by you or your manager telling you he finna come by and visit you. You can't just start working fast. Like, no, you got to work fast all the time or you're going to be behind, you know? Because if you ain't doing your job, they gon' catch on. You can't fake it. You cannot cheat this type of job. You can't cheat merchandising because they gon' come across your bad performance. And every time you want to cheat merchandising, you're just making the next person's job harder because they picking up on your slack. And trust me, 7, 8, 9 times out of 10, they gonna complain about it. And they gonna figure out who did the bad job. And if that's you, then it's gonna be one or two things, my brother or my sister. It's a lot of women that work these jobs too, and they be getting down, let me tell you. So don't think it's just a man that can, you know, work Pepsi or Coke, 7-Up, nothing like that. Like, I be seeing some of these women, they be getting down, bro. Telling you, pulling the heavy water pallets. Have you ever pulled the water? Listen, bro, they be going crazy. So it's all about you. It's all about what you make it for sure. Yeah. So what we said be, you know, you can't be lazy. You got to be self-driven. You got to like to drive for sure. Yeah, man, it get a little rough. It get a little rough sometimes. Sometimes you pull up to the store and you looking at these pallets like, man, especially if you go to a store, they got a lot of non-carbs in it. So a lot of tea, a lot of energy drinks, a lot of coffee. Pallets like that take a bit of time to merchandise, especially if it's like single bottles, you know. You gotta rip open the plastic off the joint, and then you individually stocking it from the box into the shelf. Like, that can take a little bit of time. It's just time consuming, man. Relatively, I would say, if you are trying to empty one pallet, relatively, I believe, on average, it's gonna take you like 45 minutes to an hour, depending on what's on the pallet, of course, depending on the layout of the store. You know, if your shelves are far from the back room, like, excuse me, relatively, it should take you 45 minutes to an hour for a pallet. But that's just starting out. You know, as you get more seasoned in this job, you tend to get like quicker than that, because if we really thinking that, then if you got 6 pallets at a store, that's off rip your mindset telling you, wow, I got 6 pallets. If that equates to an hour, I'm gonna be here for 6 hours. Like, nah, you can't let that happen. You got to figure out how we gonna narrow this down so I can just knock this out and go, you know? And that's another thing, man. Weather conditions. I know you in the store, but you would be surprised, bro. Weather conditions, if it's super hot, hey, I don't know what it is about these back rooms, but these back rooms be burning up. And if it's winter, I'm in Michigan, like I said, I'm in the Midwest, so these winters be crazy. They be mad cold. The back rooms be freezing. So you gotta be able to work in extremely hot conditions and be able to work in extremely cold conditions. So yeah, the elements affect you. Even though you in the building, you still being affected by the elements, because when you work in the back room, you got to think, bro. It's yeah. You constantly moving though, so you are gonna be warm in the cold. You know, eventually you gonna warm up and all that. But like, just think of the dawn of the day. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you start at like 6 in the morning, a 6 in the morning shift in the winter is crazy. So yeah, for sure. So that's another thing to account. Babe. Yes. Can you cut that down just a little bit? Dang, I thought it was low enough. Yeah, I can hear it. I don't know if it's picking up. My fault, you know what I'm saying? I got wifey watching her show, you feel me? But yeah, so definitely, you know, you can't be lazy. You gotta be on time. You gotta like to drive, at least a little bit, because you're gonna drive a lot. You're gonna be working in the elements. You feel me? You dealing with customers a lot. Customers constantly think that you work for the Walmart that you inside of, the Kroger that you inside of, the VGs, you feel me? The, you know, what other stores? Yeah, Meyer. You know what I'm saying? Just because you work in there and you got a cart and everything, they don't see the bright and bold Pepsi written on your shirt. So they constantly asking you questions. And so you gotta have some sort of comfortability interacting with people working for Pepsi. They constantly asking you, you know, about when's the next sale going on. They want to laugh and joke with you when you working hard, you feel me? They want to talk about, you know, how hard you working. Don't work too hard, or, you know, you got the cart going and there's a customer in front of you trying to say, excuse me, get around them. They're like, no, just run me over. You doing me a favor. They be want to laugh and giggle with you, you know what I'm saying? You can't be like you know what I'm saying, a gremlin. You feel me? You got to have a little character with these customers. It just make your day go by better, faster. It just make your day go by, you know, more happily, more joyfully. If you have a little bit of character and personality interacting with these customers, because I'm telling you, it's gonna happen every day. Every single day, customers are going to come talk to you. They're gonna come ask you questions. They're gonna wanna joke with you. They're gonna slow you down every single day. So it's best that you get accustomed to that really quickly, get some character, get some personality, you know, and it's the real world, you know. When you at work, you know, you kind of block out social media and all that. Like, this is like the real world. You dealing with people in the real world sense. So, you know, with that mindset, hey, people are just people. Everybody is, you know, we just trying to get by. You know, we just trying to go day by day. We trying to make the most of our day. You feel me? And the reason I'm speaking on this is because working in Pepsi, a lot of times you're gonna find yourself alone. And you're gonna find yourself having time to think a lot. Thinking about your life, thinking about past experiences, thinking about what you see in the future, thinking about goals and plans. If you had an argument with your girl or with your man, that's on your mind because you don't got nothing to distract you from it. If you playing a video game you addicted to, that's on your mind because you can't wait to get back home to play it. If you watching a show, a series on Netflix or Hulu, you thinking about what's happening next. Like, all this stuff, like, you have a huge block of time to think. So for the person who can't handle that, that's another reason that you shouldn't work for Pepsi. Because, you know, some people get that space of time where they just constantly have a huge block of time to think and they get sad. So when you compare that and the fact that customers are going to be talking to you all the time, you don't want to be this depressed, sad person, bro, all day, every day when you work in your job and customers come by, you know, and they see you like that. You just shouldn't want to look like that. You just should want to, you know, figure out how you can raise your self-esteem and, you know, have that drive and all the things we talked about earlier in this video. Have that drive to just continue to do your job with a smile on your face, despite the extreme weather conditions, despite the workload that's strenuous. Like I said, you got to embrace it. And that's what I do. I embrace this. You know, it can be hard some days. Yeah, the drive can be long. Yes, they calling me in to work every single day. My boss just this day alone wanted me to call him, and I'm pretty sure it was for me to go in, but hey, man, I just closed out 50 hours, bro. Sometimes you gotta just take time to rest, man, because your body gonna be sore. Believe me, your body is gonna be sore. So, yeah, bro, you know, make sure you take time to rest. You get PTO days, or you get PTO time, and you get vacation time, and you get sick time. Use all of your time, bro. Use all of your time that you can, man. Don't leave no time on the table. If you sick, use your sick time. Why are you going to work sick? What's the point if you're gonna get paid to stay home? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're ill, why are you working when you can get paid to stay home? Why are you not taking a vacation when you're getting paid to do it? You're getting paid to take a vacation. So why don't you use it? I don't understand people like that. And I'm not saying I call off every week or anything like that. I've only called off one time because I was sick and going on 8 months. However, I used it though. You know, I got sick. You know, I'm not saying if you got a little cough, like, use your sick time. But if you're like literally ill, like, you know, you're struggling getting out the bed this morning, like, it's, you know, it's just the sickness is coming down. Bro, why are you going to work like that? I don't understand people like that, you know, who've been here for 10 years and never used their time. Yeah, I've been here for 10 years. I've only called off once. Please. Please, bro. I guarantee you, you're gonna get sick at least one time every year. You're not gonna feel well at least once every year. And just use your time, bro. Use your time. Take your time that you need for you, so you can keep the balance of life going, man. You feel me? So you can keep the balance of just work-life balance. You gotta keep the balance. You can't just work, man. No, you gotta rest. Schedule time to rest. That's for you. So that way you can work your other shifts with a rested body, with a rested mindset, and just be refreshed. You feel me? So that's just a side note though. I know, you know, this video is kind of like, I'm going all over the place, but yeah, bro. Like I said, you know, but I embrace it though, for sure. I embrace this. I love what I do. It's been cool so far. It's been cool. It's gonna be some changes this year though. We had a meeting and it's gonna be some changes, and I can't really disclose all the changes because it's confidential information right now, but in a future video, we will definitely talk about that. But, you know, I'm just praying that God secures my future, continue to secure my future with this company. We are still on the road to getting a truck job. I know those who may have been following my channel have seen that I have accomplished obtaining my CDL. However, there is not an opening in Pepsi right now for a truck driver. So that's why I just been chilling. I've just been chilling as a merchandiser for now. So for sure, man. So yeah, bro, with all that being said, just, you know, try to take heed to the things I said. Hopefully it helps somebody who was considering working for Pepsi. I'm sure this applies roughly to Coke and 7-Up as well. So let it be like a broad statement for the things I said, man. And yeah, appreciate everybody that tapped into the video. And if you made it this far, I'll see you at the next one.
Hey, give me the loot, cooperate and I'm gone. Push me and I just might pull, you better soften your tone. She say I act like a fool, little baby, leave me alone. Why don't me like a pool, you gotta go get your own. I had a dream like Martin Luther King that I was gonna bring my mama a check.